Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the neighborhood. I am Squealer D, and I am back again. And this time we are back with something just a bit different for y'all. We are going to take a look at the current trauma in Jamerrill Stewart's life. Is it death, divorce, criminal charges, or all of the above? My teacup is overflowing. I can't wait to share. Let's get started.
He is here, the man, the myth, the legend, the Pokemon.
So, calling your husband to your audience of hundreds of thousands of people a Pokemon is odd at best, but disrespectful at worst. So what were you going for there, Jamerrill? Does he naturally battle other men like himself? Does he hide in the tall grass and wait for adventures to pass by? Come on, Jamerrill. Or were you just calling him Snorlax? So, if you don't already know, this is Travis Shane Stewart, Jamerrill's husband. They've been together since 1999, so 25 years. And if you don't know Jamerrill, she is a YouTube personality, kind of like Amy Marion, but her channel is bigger. So let us dive right into what is going on with them.
You know, when I was about 14 or 15, I saw this beautiful looking man boy walking through the parking lot with all his hair, looking like Tobin's hair now.
A beautiful man boy? He looks like the guy from Full Metal Jacket. He looks like Fred Durst's big brother. He looks like Norm Peterson from Cheers. Travis really does look like a Pokemon, though. Okay, Jammy, you're right. He was breathtaking. This is Trav with Tobin hair, right? Dirty, greasy, wild little kid hair. Breathtaking.
And it was Travis, and he was a senior, and I was a freshman, and I started praying for Travis.
I don't know about high school these days, but when I was in high school, a freshman dating a senior, that senior was not very cool, was he?
Travis. And my joke is I got what I prayed for, right? Because a few years later, he noticed me and started talking to me and got married a few years after that. And like I said, I've been married 24 years now. And
so that was a big sigh. 25 years should not make you sigh like that. And also, what do you mean you got what you wished for? You should have said, you were blessed with what you wished for. You say, I got what I wished for, like it was a bad thing.
And June 2013, he came home full time. And at that time, I was making enough to support the business, and I was making enough to provide for our family. I thought, for whatever time it was, we weren't sure how things were going to look. We just knew it was a unique opportunity for our family to be together. And now we're...
That was the humble brag. She was in a moral struggle. Did she have enough to bring him home? Should she bring him home? Yeah, she could afford to bring him home. Jamerrill has the scratch like that. You have to remember that Jamerrill gets millions of views on her large cooking freezer meals. So she's making a pretty penny from YouTube. And she chose to bring her husband home 10 years ago.
We're in our 6th year of me working online and my husband still being home full time.
Let's see how that worked out for them. So that was previously. Now we've jumped ahead. I wanted to make sure you guys knew where she stood. Her husband's been home with her. They've been married for 25 years. I had to get you all caught up. And now here we are in 2023. And this is following another one of Jamerrill's traumas, a miscarriage. Let's hear her talk about it.
It was because Tobin was so sick and then I was so sick.
She's sick a lot also. You will notice that this family has a lot of illness.
And the end of that week is where I did the video with my aunt. As far as it's going to get to do.
So this video was posted by Lemon Lush over on his channel. You could check it out. It's pretty funny. I used a piece of it. But this is when she supposedly had pink eye. And let's see.
And this is just what I do. This is my little eye care. I just do a little compress on it, wipe it from the old nursing days, wipe it from the inner to the
It doesn't look very swollen. It looks like she's been rubbing it a lot.
outer. Always go to a clean.
I don't think she should be cooking and doing things in the kitchen while she has this pink eye.
Section of your washcloth.
I also don't think she should be using eye makeup on her other eye while she has pink eye. Probably not a good idea.
Okay, so we're doing it.
So here, she uses her pink eye rag to wipe the griddles. No, not a pink eye rag, but an actual pink eye rag. She wiped her pink eye with that rag, and then she uses the same rag to wipe the griddles. This is like top 10 YouTuber puke moments. Who does that? That is foul, even for the most foulerific prank YouTube channel I can imagine. Wiping your pans off with your pink eye rag. Wild.
Week after that, Travis and I went away for our 25th anniversary.
So here is Jamerrill Stewart's Instagram. She has 103K followers. She's a hardworking and chatty loves Jesus, lots of kids, mega cooking, and big batches are my favorite OG full-time YouTuber. 380K YouTube friends. And not one mention of a husband of 25 years. So I went to go see if we could find Travis. And we indeed did not find Travis. This is one of her children. I block them out. You guys know I do that. She should also do that, but it's hard to exploit your children when you're blocking them out, right? So what I was looking for is their anniversary, the 25th anniversary, was in the end of July. She should have pictures posted of her and Travis on their 25th anniversary. So I looked, but indeed they do not. I had to go all the way back to July of 2022 for their 24th anniversary to even find mention of Travis and their relationship. So let's take a look at that so you can actually get acquainted with Travis. So they went over to Texas. She's showing how he's 6'6" and she's 4'6", and they went on a little happy vacation. She made a vlog about it. There he is in his black shirt, so you know that it's him. It was a big deal. And it's still on her channel, so she's still making money. This is monetized off of this video. So where is Travis for the 25th anniversary?
And then when I came home, I was still sick. And so that weekend, we got home Friday, that weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I just watched documentaries all day, both days with the kids, and we just took it easy. And then Sunday is when I started.
So this gives you an idea, guys, of when this timeline was. That's why it's all down here.
I haven't filmed anything in well over a week. I just finished. This whole past week has been my rest week. I had the miscarriage on July 31st, and today is August 6th. So I've just been so sad and letting myself be so sad that I've just stayed in bed all week. I did, in the middle of the week, take a shower and change my pajamas.
Wait a second. You stayed in bed and only took a shower one time the whole week and changed your clothes one time the whole week while you were having a heavy bleeding miscarriage?
Besides that, unless I wanted to get up, I just had food brought to me. I sent Travis out to get me some things here and there. Like last night I wanted chips and salsa, so he went to Walmart, got me chips and salsa. Don't forget.
So she took one shower and Travis was out running around for chips and salsa while watching all of her 9 children.
Yet if you are a mama who has been interested.
So this is about her new course. This was filmed right after that in the garden. And this is about her new course that was starting right afterwards. It was supposed to start on August 8th, but she said she laid in bed until August 6th, so I don't think she was going to start this. This video was also posted on July 30th. It was filmed before the anniversary on July 25th-ish. She said this was the day she started bleeding or tomorrow. So this was like right on the cusp. But she was talking about starting a new entrepreneurship for YouTube mamas so she could teach you to be a YouTube mama. All you have to do is pay her for it.
in starting and growing a successful YouTube channel. I now am wearing the hat of YouTube mama mentor and mompreneur mentor, and I would love to help you on your journey. Right now through July 31st, you can sign up for my brand new YouTuber Extraordinaire course. That's part of my Successful Business Mama course suite for special early bird discounting priced. The sale will continue through August 7th. It will be a higher price though.
Hold on a second. So imagine taking a class from a woman that sells her face. And not that you can't sell your face, people do it all the time. I'm just saying to make a business of yourself is very self-centered, because if something happens to you, the business goes away. Your children aren't going to hop on here and be big mama cookers, are they? I doubt it. So, what exactly are you teaching these big mama cookers? Are you teaching them to go out and have 9 children that they can exploit to call themselves a big mama? Are you teaching them how to make freezer meals out of processed food you buy from the Costco freezer? Are you just doing this so that they will buy your digital recipes? What actually are you teaching in your course?
The last week, and then the cart will be closed, the course will no longer be available, and I am starting with my students on August 8th, which is also my 44th birthday. I will also be doing once a week a live once a week group coaching call with all of my students where they can ask me all their YouTube questions and I can help them with brainstorming and planning.
But she says in another video that you can comment in her comments below and she'll try to help you. So this is, I guess, a more private way to get her advice.
Channel analysis and all those things. So not that I will.
So this is right after that. She is telling us that they went right after the miscarriage to 5 days at Busch Gardens. That's right. Let's hear her say it.
Mourn the miscarriage and revisit that. But I feel like, I think I'm about 2 weeks in now, I just felt very broken and vulnerable and tender. And even that night swimming at the pool with the family, I was,
Hold on. So she went to Busch Gardens. She said she likely on Wednesday, the 9th, and got back on the 13th. On the 9th, that means she was 9 days in from a miscarriage. 9 days from the start of a miscarriage, and she went to an amusement park to walk around an amusement park and ride on amusement park rides. And she just said she spent the night in the pool with the family while she's bleeding heavy from a miscarriage. Who does that? I'm not questioning the miscarriage. I'm not judging her. I'm simply asking who wants to go ride amusement park rides and go swimming with their family during a heavy bleed miscarriage.
Make it until I make it. That's what you do, right? So just shared with you, the family time away was very helpful. We got back late Sunday. Our main goal was to get to bed. And then this morning, I needed to get a segment filmed for a sponsor, which I just got done, and wrap up this video. And now for the rest of the day, we're going back into our projects. Again, the lake ledger this week, I have a hair appointment, a massage appointment, and have some appointments later.
So I listened and listened and listened to all that this woman had to say. And I heard her talk about a hair appointment, and I heard her talk about a massage, and I heard her talk about healing and being vulnerable and being tender. I never heard her mention Travis. Not one time. Travis also went through a miscarriage. This was supposed to be his number 10 child also. Never once does she mention Travis or his mental well-being after a miscarriage. Men go through these things also. And then I listened and listened because there are other traumas going on in the Stewart life. That's right. On August 15th, they said that they got back on the 13th. On August 15th, Travis experiences a horrible trauma. Let's check it out and see if she tells us about it.
This week, and I just think this will be, well, this is my first week getting through life at home, and It was good, though, to use our Busch Gardens passes and kind of buy myself some.
Was it good for Travis to be away from home with the trauma that he has going on, the trauma we're about to hear about him? Was it good for him to go away to Busch Gardens for a week, away from his family?
Endorphins probably is how to think of it. We had a really nice time.
So here's Travis's trauma. This is Travis's father, Clem Emery Stewart Jr. He passed away on August 15th. That's right. 2 days after they got back from their Busch Gardens trip, Travis lost his father, a U.S. Army veteran, Clem Emery Stewart Jr. He passed away. And if you look, you can see his sons include Clem Emery Stewart III and Travis Shane Stewart and his wife Jamerrill, including their children Jaden, his wife Meg, Zion, Naomi, Gabriel, Liam, Amelia, Daniel, Benjamin, and Tobin, all of her children. So this is indeed Travis's pops, and he indeed passed away on August 15th. No mention from Jamerrill. No mention of Travis. No mention of him having to go away to the funeral. His pops he was cremated on his wishes on August 21st, followed by a dinner for close friends and family. Do you think that Jamerrill went to this dinner? Do you think Travis went to this dinner? Was he supported? We don't know. There was no mention of it at all. While doing that, I Googled Travis Stewart, and it came up with a NAAG, which is kind of a shady website. I would think it was the only website that came up with this information, but it was an obituary for Travis Stewart. So I had to check it out. You know, did Travis also pass away like his father? This was dated the 20th, so it was the same day. It had pictures of Travis, pictures of the family. It talked about his lasting impact on those who knew him. And it sounds like a bot wrote it. If you read through it, it sounds like it was written by AI, but it mentions Jamerrill, and it doesn't say much about it, but it shows pictures of him and his older kids. It doesn't say anything about a service or anything like that. So it leads me to believe that this was written as an accident by maybe an AI because his father passed away. Jamerrill didn't talk about it. She just said she was experiencing a trauma. I'm guessing that this is the trauma. I looked up the Virginia judiciary system, and I looked up Travis Shane Stewart and got 2 results. One for a defective speedometer way back in 2017, and one for assault and battery on a family member. That's right. What? So if we check that out and click into it, it's an address in Timberville, and the birthday is November, which is Travis's birthday is November, and it says that he was arrested on 8/24 for assault and battery of a family member, a Class 1 criminal misdemeanor. He was released to a parent or responsible adult, which means most likely he didn't have a bail. And he is still going through court. He had one on December 31st, but they have yet to update that. And that is what he had, an $86 fine probably for court fees. And that is the trauma that is going on. When you look up the code, it is an assault and battery. It's any person who commits an assault against a family member. And here's, different things they could do. Aggravated malicious wounding, assault. It just lists all that. But it also says that anybody convicted, whenever a warrant for a violation of this section is issued, they also issue a protective order, so a restraining order to protect the person that he whacked. So did he whack Jamerrill? Did he whack one of the children? We don't know.
You know, because you've been watching, you just know stuff's happening. I have shared that I've been going through a hard time, and there's some stuff happening. many.
So this was posted on October 9th after the video of her in the garden crying and talking about going on the trip even after that on the 30th.
People think that I am referring to my miscarriage that was this summer, and I've answered some in the comments, and I have tried to say in the videos I have been able to get out that no.
So she kind of assumed or makes it seem like it is her audience's fault for not knowing that the trauma she's speaking of is not her miscarriage that just happened on July 30th. She acts like it was in the middle of the summer. It was, if this was posted October 9th, it was literally weeks ago. She acts like it was months ago in the middle of the summer. No, it was July 31st. It's barely October 9th. It's all mixed together. She wants it that way so you don't exactly know what her trauma was and that her husband was arrested.
It's not what's happening. So I'm like, short story long, long story short. I was traumatized in August.
I have never seen anybody look so happy about being traumatized. Her husband was arrested on August 24th. Her father-in-law passed away on August 15th. Her birthday was August 8th. She went away for a miscarriage on August 9th through the 13th. She had a miscarriage on July 31st. And this lady is smiling ear to ear. Creepy.
I just was. And what I am going through now, I have been told, is a secondary trauma. So there's that. Yeah, my spark is not here right now. And my creativity through the floor. And this is affecting my whole business upside one way, down another. During this time, I've lost sponsors, I've lost opportunities, I've lost, honestly, tens of thousands of dollars.
Another humble brag. That is because you have deadlines. When you have a sponsor or a partnership, you have a deadline to post your video. And if you're sulking or you got whapped by your husband or you didn't get whapped by your husband, I don't know. But if things come up and you can't post in time, you're going to lose that sponsor.
And I have taken what time off I can take off. Obviously, after I was traumatized, I don't think you got videos for weeks and weeks. And
again, she makes you seem like the audience, her followers, are the ones that are in the wrong here, that they are misinterpreting her timeline. No, she is warping the timeline like Amy Marion does so that it seems not what it is. Her miscarriage happened 15 days before her father-in-law passed away. Her miscarriage happened 21 days before her husband was arrested for bonking somebody in the family. It wasn't that long, people. It was very short, and the traumas ran so close and so horribly together. I can't even imagine what Travis's mental health would be right now. She has an outlet where she can talk to her followers. She made her business herself, and he gave up his career and everything to raise the children, and he has no voice. It's crazy. It is very traumatic. You are 100% right, Jamerrill.
Again, timing-wise, since I had the miscarriage that I did share with you all about in July, it's just all merged together.
She didn't share it with us in July. She shared it with us in October because it happened on July 30th, and she doesn't post for about 3 weeks. She's 3 weeks behind. We didn't know until her miscarriage 3 weeks later. That's what happens when you're not a daily vlogger. I try to tell Amy Marion that. You confuse your followers, and then you blame them and tell them that they are misinterpreting your content. It's your content. Make it better.
I guess time-wise. So I can't take off anymore. You know, YouTube is not my only income stream, but it is 3/4 of my income. Yes, I am a public person. I have created a public business, and I don't want to make, and I'm not going to make, me being traumatized part of my business, but I do feel like we need to have.
But she will make this video that will get hundreds of thousands of views and make her thousands of dollars. She indeed will monetize this trauma. That's why she's talking about it. That's why she's posted all of this up here for us to see.
This conversation so that you know that when I show up, if all I can get out is a shopping haul video, I'm just doing the best that I can.
She's putting this video up so you know when her quality is poor, it's not her fault. It's somebody else's fault.
I'm giving you, I don't know, I know some video I recorded recently, and I was in the garden and I started crying about being out in the garden. And
no, we just watched that video. In this video, you didn't start crying because you were in the garden. You started crying because that was your miscarriage video. These women post their videos so far up in advance. They record so late and so out of order and so misaligned with their actual life that they don't even know what's going on. The video in the garden, you were crying because you were 6 days out from a miscarriage. You were crying because you hadn't been in your garden for 3 weeks because you were sick and then experienced an early miscarriage, according to you. That's why you were crying in your garden. Did you forget already? You could have went back and watched the video.
Anyway, so just some of that is going to come through. And I am not going to be okay right now. I'm not going to be okay for a while. My spark and my creativity that you are used to and many of you love, you're not going to see it. I don't have it right now. Not in me. I have shared with you all before my story growing up about my father being an alcoholic and him committing suicide, and that story is already on here, and I've been real encouraged.
So if you have no spark and you don't want to do this, are people supposed to just watch you be miserable on video? What does this actually mean? What are you asking of your followers?
By you all watching it and encouraging me, and I've been very encouraged by those of you who've shared your stories too and how much the Lord has brought you through. And so there may be a time in the future where I'm able to share more of my story, and you know, it's appropriate for me to share when I'm on the other side of my healing, but that's not right now. And you know, hopes and dreams for the future, I would love to write books about all the Lord.
Hopes and dreams for the future. She would love to monetize this trauma, write a book about it, and get even more money from the trauma. Travis, if you want to get your side of the story out, bud, you hit me up because you deserve to let your side of the story out. This is not one-sided. This is not a one-sided business. This is a Travis and Jamerrill business. Just because your face and your name is not on the channel, Travis, you are a part of this. You helped build this business for 25 years. If you want to talk about what really happened and you want to get your story out, you email me and we will talk, because you deserve more than this after 25 years. She's here getting her story out. She's going to write the book, and everybody will hear what Jamerrill has to say. I would like to hear what Travis has to say, because no story is one-sided.
Has brought me through and all he has done, and I would love to speak about those things, but that's also not this season. So just felt it would be good to have this conversation, because it became apparent when I published a Costco haul recently that, you know, I thought I was being as clear as I could, like, hey, there's some other stuff going on. I just think it needs its own video.
So once again, she's blaming her audience. Like, I thought I was clear with you guys. Why are you keep asking questions in the audience or in the comments? Why? I told you I have something going on. No, Jamerrill, you didn't. Instead, you came on your shopping haul without a wedding ring on. You posted this up in September 29th. You had no wedding ring on, no explanation. You didn't say anything. You just cut Travis out of your life, cut him off the channel, took him off of all your social media, took your ring off, and said nothing. And then you want to tell us, your followers and your viewers, that I thought I was clear. No, you didn't think you were clear. You were being purposely unclear so that nobody would know the real true story of what's going on. It's very deceitful, and it's very, very rude to your followers to tell them or imply that they should have known what was going on.
So when I get questions later about what's going on, it's going to be easier for me to just share the link to this video, and hopefully that explains what I can.
So when she doesn't have a good answer, or she doesn't do a good job, or her videos look bad, she'll just refer you to this video that, hey, trauma, let me be.
But I also have up to 14 people that are represented that work for me in so many different areas. I mean, my face is what you get, right? But behind the scenes, I have a whole team, and I can't just not have my team anymore. Many of those people have been with me for years and years, like 5 years, 8 years.
Okay, I can't even let her get through this because the screen is breathing so hard. The whole screen, I don't know if you guys see it, but it's going in and out behind her. Watch the grass. It goes like this. It's called breathing. And her camera is breathing. Why, Jamerrill? Why? You teach a class on how to be a YouTuber, and you can't even get your camera to focus. Why? You are sitting at an actual junkyard dump site recording this. I hear the dump trucks behind you. It is ridiculous. You have a team of 14 people and you guys couldn't figure out how to set up a scene? You guys couldn't figure out a park to film in that wasn't loud? I don't understand. Do you mean that you have 14 employees, or are you counting your husband and your 9 children and your daughter-in-law as employees? Because if these are actual employees, if you hire editors and you hire camera people and you hire anybody for any type of digital work, fire them. I don't care how long they've worked for you. You should not have a team of 14 people plus yourself, 15, and your husband, 16 people. And your camera breathes like this? No way. I don't buy it.
Years, long time. And so I also have to honor them by keep showing up and going to work. And if I worked in an office, or, you know, wherever I worked, you know, and I was going through what I'm going through, it would be hard at work some days, right? And again,
so these YouTubers love to compare their social media scheme, yeah, it's the money scheme, to a real job that actually adds value to life. Social media is the most useful thing that humans ever created. Can you make a living off of it? Yeah. Can it make you rich? Definitely. Does any of that make it a job? No. Lots of things can make you money. Does that make it a job? No. You know, drug dealers, I heard they can make a lot of money. Does that make it a job? They also have a lot of employees. I heard some drug dealers could have up to 14 employees. Doesn't make it a job, guys. Stop thinking that what you do, selling disgusting recipes for processed food that you buy from the Costco freezer, is not a job.
I just wanted to let you know that as you watch me over however long this journey is going to be, that you are watching me as a woman and as a mom march through heck and back. And I am different. I will never be the same. I am a whole different woman because I've had different experiences now, and I'm changed. Now I
would think that any trauma would change you. The miscarriage, not being able to have children anymore, having too many children, any trauma in your life is going to change you. Jamerrill, we understand that. Is this a preemptive speech for more excuses for if you fail at making good videos from this day forward?
hope in another season. I also have such heavy experiences, and it is going to be a while. So this is just my notice to you. It's going to be a while. And so now you know. Again, so I don't want to scare you. And I am sharing this. Of course, I do ask for privacy while I work through.
Imagine posting everything up online on social media and then asking for privacy.
my secondary trauma right now. And you're gonna have weeks you may not see me. I could even have a whole month. But again, business-wise, income-wise, I have contracts, I have commitments. I've already lost some of them, and Mama's got to keep doing what I do, and so that's why I hope that you'll see more of me.
Should we feel bad that you have to keep working? Nobody felt bad when you told Travis to stop working and take care of the kids. Nobody is feeling bad about Travis being kicked out of his house. He's got a restraining order. He can't even reconcile with his family. Maybe this shouldn't be a one-side discussion. Maybe you shouldn't have talked about this. Maybe you shouldn't have your life as your business.
I know that there'll be
Because when your life implodes, your business implodes.
brighter days, and just thank you for your prayers. I've gotten so many messages and comments about people who say they just feel a burden, that they've watched me for so long, they know something is wrong, and they're so burdened for me. And that is a blessing to me to know.
It's a blessing that people are stressed out over her. Wow.
That's it. As Kim would say, short story long, long story short. I have been traumatized. I'm walking through a secondary trauma.
Secondary trauma of her husband was arrested. He went to jail. They're getting a divorce. He has a restraining order. There's no reconciliation. She's got to raise all of her kids up on her own. Now she has to do all of this on her own. Her business may fail. If she passes away, her kids will have nothing. Yeah. You created a whole trauma sandwich like you really enjoy it. Is that what your class is on? How to create trauma so you get more views? Hey, if it is, be honest.
I am doing the best I can every day, and we're going to make the best of it, right, friends? So thank you. Thank you so much for watching.
Travis, if you want a chance to make the best of it, call me, friend. We can make the best of it together.
Thank you so much for being with me.
All right, neighbors. Well, that was it. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did Travis go to court on the 31st and go back to jail? Did Travis pass away like his father and she just doesn't want to tell us? What's going on? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, neighbors. Bye.